Oh, welcome to Unwavering Inner Peace Training. You have showed up and I'm so excited that you're here, baby. You have no clue how excited I am. You showed up, you hit the button. You didn't only register, but you showed up too. What a lot of people do is they only register for trainings, but they never show up. Those are the same people griping and complaining and blaming other people for the way their life is. But you're different. You showed up and you showing out. And I want you to give yourself a high five and congratulate yourself for showing up and being a part of this amazing training. On this training, I'm going to blow your mind and I'm going to knock the socks off your feet. And I want you to put that seatbelt on tight. And I want you to embrace it and be able and open to receive this information. And I got a special gift that I want to give to you at the end of this training. But you gotta stay to the end to get this gift. I'm so excited about this gift. I'm so excited to give you this gift at the end of this training. Oh, I'm so excited. You probably saying to yourself right now, who is this guy talking to me? Who is this guy with all this energy and all this passion? Let me introduce myself to you. My name is Joshua Ritchie. I'm a motivational speaker and a mindset coach. My passion is to help 1 million people have unwavering peace through all the trials and the tribulation, all the storms that you might be facing or might be going through. People say all the time, people are either walking out of a storm or they're walking into a storm. And you gotta have the tools to fight off those storms. You gotta have the strategies developed, that's proven to help you get through the agony and the pain that you're facing. Does that make sense to you? Are you excited as I am excited? Are you ready to rock and roll? Are you ready to receive this training? If you're ready to receive this training, I want you to give me a fist pump. Be like, let's go. I'm ready. Okay, I hear you. Okay, I see you out there. I see you out there. Let's go. I feel that energy. Give it to me, baby. Like energy, it cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred, baby. So I hope my energy is transforming you because your energy is transforming to me. And let's go. Let's get this training on. Here we go. Let's get it going. It's 3 things that I believe is the power to release and unlock the power that you have within you. And the number 1 thing that we're going to talk about is forgiveness, the power of forgiveness. Number 2 we're going to talk about is the power of letting go of all that pain and all that agony. And number 3, how you can annihilate resentment. Are you up for that? Are you ready to rock and roll? Remember, I want you to put that seatbelt on and I want you to hold on tight. Because I'm about to blow your mind and I'm gonna knock the socks off your feet. Let's get into it. I remember growing up in an environment that was not conducive for my well-being. I grew up in a hood, if you will, ghetto, if you will, hood, whatever you want to call it. It was violence, it was gangs, it was drugs, alcohol. It was all these things that were not conducive to me. I was in special ed class from 2nd grade to the 12th grade. I didn't love me, I didn't like me. Teachers said that I wouldn't amount to anything. Some of them said I'd be dead or in prison. I didn't believe that I was creative. I didn't believe I was unique. I had a lot of insecurities, low self-esteem. I didn't believe in me. I was in a lot of pain. I never had a father growing up. I just met him like 4 years ago. I'm 41 years of age. I was broken. I didn't know how to be a man. I didn't know what that looked like. I was a cheater and a player, breaking women's heart. That's not really what I wanted to do in my soul, but that's what I was doing. I'm not making excuses here. I'm just stating facts. Until I got it together, until I started to realize when I was broken on my couch with no electricity, no running hot water, because I had no money to pay the bill. And I'm on that couch in a fetal position, head down, curled up, and tears are rolling down my cheek. I'm broken. I'm hurt. I'm in pain. Disgusted. I have no relationship with my kids. I have no relationship with their mother. I lost everything. I had to file Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Do you understand? Chapter 7 bankruptcy. That's what I had to do. I was addicted to gambling. I was broken. I was hurt. Depressed, stressed, anxiety was through the roof. But I had to come back home to myself, and I had to take accountability and full responsibility over my actions. And that's what I did. Being in that environment, it shaped me. Statistically, I was not supposed to make it out of that environment. Was in a gang, started a gang with my bro. I was shot in a drive-by shooting. 11 bullets hit my door. 2 of them hit me, and 1 is still in me today. What you're going through mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, I get it. That pain that you have, that rage that's inside of you boiling, that anger that you have, because maybe you don't have a relationship with one of your parents, or maybe both. Maybe you've been abused emotionally, physically, spiritually, and mentally. I get it. I was broken too. I was hurt. I didn't know how to maneuver. I didn't know what that looked like. I didn't know how to do it, who to turn to, or what to do. Can you relate to that? Do you feel some of that? Is that where you are today and full of pain? Maybe you have a lot of migraines. Maybe your head hurting a lot. Maybe your stomach, maybe you have gut issues. Maybe you have back issues. Your back is hurting all the time. Always getting headaches and migraines. Is that you? Are you in that type of pain? I remember being in that pain. Fully broken, fully hurt. Not knowing who I am. Out in the public, oh, I'm jolly. Joshua with a lot of energy. Joshua with a lot of enthusiasm. But when I go home, when I'm alone, I'm broken. I'm hurt. I'm in pain. Can you relate to that? What kind of pain are you in? Is it pain in your heart? Is it pain in your gut? Is it pain in your back? I remember one of my clients. Carrie came to me, and she was ready to do whatever it was going to take. She said she was smoking for like 35 years, smoking cigarettes for like 35 years, 30 years or something. She came to one of my classes, took one of my classes, and she understood the power that she possessed inside of her. And I just broke down what addiction looks like for her, for the class. She applied the tools and the methods and the strategies. And she taught me, and she reached back out to me, and she says, John, I used to smoke a pack and a half a day. And now I don't do any smoking. Yeah, give it up for her. Give it up for her. Absolutely. Give it up for her. That's the power that we possess. And when you understand the power that you possess inside of you, that you can overcome anything, any obstacle that you face. But first you got to make a decision to do it. I made the decision to do better. That's why I'm 8 years clean from any gambling, addiction. I'm 8 years clean from that. I made a decision. Not only did I make a decision, but I acted on the decision. I took action. You can say all day to me, Josh, I'm ready to change. I'm ready to have a different mindset. I'm ready to grow. I'm ready to expand. I'm ready to flourish. You can tell me all that all day long. I hear that all the time. People come in, Josh, I'm ready to change. I'm ready to make a decision. And I'm ready to do it. But they never take action. I know that's not you because you taking action. You're here with me right now in this training. You didn't only register, but you showed up. You took action. Immediate action. That's what it requires. That's what I did when I was on that couch. In that fetal position, I took immediate action. That's what Carrie did after the class. She took immediate action. And my other boy, Kobe understood the power of reaching out and getting some help. Kobe wanted to connect more with his wife. And she has obviously menstruals every month. And he looked at it like, ugh, icky, I don't, and he run away from it. Because he didn't want any part of that. I don't want that. But what he realized was that the power that he possesses inside him and the deeper connection that he can have with his wife. Oh, powerful. And what he did was he took the strategies, he applied them immediately. He made a decision, number one, and then he took action on the decision. And I think he said something to this effect. His wife came to him and she told him, I just started. It's that time of the month. He immediately said, oh, icky. He immediately went to fear. What Zig Ziglar calls fear is false evidence appearing real. That's where he went to. Fear. And then something triggered in him. And he said, oh, this is my opportunity to dive deeper and build a deeper connection with my wife. He said, we're going to make cookies. Let's go. He said, we're going to make cookies. He said, we made cookies and we made a big old mess. And it was the best day they ever had. Whoo! That's the power. When you understand the power of forgiveness. He had to forgive himself first for allowing himself to be icky and avoid it and run away from it. If he never forgiven himself first, that would have never happened. That's the power of forgiveness. That's the power of letting go. He did all that. He no longer had resentment towards it. Nelson Mandela says what resentment is like drinking poison and hoping your enemy dies. That's resentment. None of us want that. I know you don't want that. But Kobe realized the power that he can't forgive himself. In that split second, that split moment, he realized, oh, Josh, the strategies. I remember what he talked about. I remember what he said. Oh, yeah, we finna embrace this. He said, no, we finna make cookies. He said, we made cookies and we made a big old mess. I love it. That's what it requires. It requires that. I had another client, she came to me because she was sexually abused. And she said, a man talking to me about my sexual abuse, now she said something to the effect like, this guy must be gay or he reaching. That's what she said. She said, this guy must be gay or he reaching. Something to that effect. She didn't understand the power that she possessed. It didn't matter if it was a man or if it was a female. That didn't matter. But she was open to receive. You got to be open to receive. Are you open to receive? Are you still ready to be with that pain? You still ready to go through that? You still ready to continue to blame other people? Be a victim. I'm not saying what happened to you is not strong enough. It's not meaningful, because it is. What you've experienced and what you've gone through is definitely meaningful. And it is definitely meaningful. And I'm sorry that you went through that. But now you have an opportunity to get through it. And it all stems down to the power of forgiveness and the power of letting go. As that's what you're doing. The power of forgiveness. I had to forgive myself for allowing myself to suffer that long. That way I can grow. I no longer had a fixed mindset. I had a growth mindset. When I was shot in that drive-by shooting, I had to forgive myself for hitting them up. I had to forgive myself for that. And I had to change the way I was looking at things so the things I looked at would change. Wayne Dyer. Because I know this for sure. I know this for certain. Not everything faced can be changed. But nothing can be changed until it's faced. So I had to face those insecurities. I had to face that low self-esteem. I had to face that depression. I had to face that anxiety. I had to face it head on. And that's what I did. That's what my clients did. That's what Kobe did. That's what Carrie did. That's what Yadira did. That's what Natalie did. They unlocked the power that they possess inside them. Natalie said, Josh, I'm stuck. She wanted to get on the car. She said, Josh, I'm stuck. What I'm going to do. This is where I'm at. I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go, but I know who to turn to. And she reached out, boom, set it up. We got it all going. She on the phone, I'm stuck. I'm like, you stuck? She said, I'm stuck. And after the call, we got her where she needed to get to. And she made the decision that she needed to make that was going to be better for her. And now she's full of energy, rejuvenated, feeling good. What would it feel like for you if you were able to release and let go and forgive and annihilate resentment? What would that feel like for you if you had an opportunity to do that? Would you be up for it? Would you take that opportunity? Or would you let that opportunity just pass you on? And you might say disempowering things like, that's not for me. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, I can't be Natalie. Oh, I can't be Yadira. Oh, I can't be Kara. I can't be Kobe. You can absolutely be a success. But first you got to make a decision. And you got to take action. I remember John F. Kennedy. He asked Dr. Winifred Braun a simple question. And the question was, what will it take to send a person to space and bring them back safely? Dr. Winifred Braun said, the will to do it. Oh. The will to do it. Do you got the will to get through that trauma? Do you got the will to get through that pain? Do you got the will to embrace all of you? Do you got the will to let go all of that migraine? Do you have the will to let go of the headaches? Do you have the will to let go of that back pain? Do you have the will to let go of that pain that you might be feeling in your hurt from your breakup or your divorce? Do you have the will to get through that? Do you have the will to get some help? Do you have the will to do it? That's what Dr. Winifred Braun told John F. Kennedy. The will to do it. Now I want to honor what I said to you earlier about that gift I have to you. I want to honor that, and I want to give you the gift. I want to honor that because I'm just a man of my word. I want to honor that. And I'm honoring that, and I want to give you this gift because you stay here to the end, and I want to give you the gift. And my boy Carl Young, I don't know if you're familiar with his work, but that's my boy Carl Young, man. That's my guy right there, boy. But he talks about two things, always. The one thing he talks about is a fighter. So like being a fighter. So you can continue to fight that pain. You can continue to fight that depression. You can continue to fight that anxiety. You can continue to fight that stress. You can continue to fight that childhood trauma. You can continue to fight that abuse that you suffered, that abuse that you've gone through. You continue to fight it. You can continue to press it down and suppress it all day. You can continue to fight it. But when it presents itself back up and you feel the pain in your back, you feel the pain in your heart, you might feel the pain in your throat and in your neck. You might feel that pain, but you fighting. And the more you keep fighting and the more the pain just intensifies itself, you can continue to fight. You can be that fighter. Then eventually you get so tired, you can't even fight no more. You feel like giving up. You're like, oh, this is too much. I can't do it anymore. It's too painful. What am I going to do? And you can fight and you might can get there because of the resilience that you have. But it's a long fight. And it takes maybe years, maybe decades for some people. It's a fight to try to get there. You can fight your way there. But like I said, you can get there, but it requires a lot of pain, a lot of back pain, a lot of pain in the heart. Maybe in your throat, maybe in your neck, maybe in your jaw. You might have that pain because of the suppression of what you've gone through. Maybe you've been physically abused, mentally abused, emotionally abused, spiritually abused. Maybe that guy told you that you weren't worthy, that you were too fat and too ugly. You'll never be able to get another guy like him. No guy wants you. Maybe that girl has broken your heart. She said, you'll never amount to anything. You're just a deadbeat. You're a loser. Maybe you're just going through a divorce. Maybe you're depressed right now. Are you still really want to fight? Then he talks about another thing, Carl Jung, the magician. The magician is wise. What the magician does is reaches out for that help. He knows that this person here went through it, has the experience, decades, and if it takes me to reach out to him or reach out to her to get a little guidance, the magician says, I'm wise enough, let me go learn from this cat. And I'm applying the tools and the strategies that I receive in this cat because I'm ready to be better and I'm ready to do better. You can be the fighter and it requires a lot of work. Or you can be the magician and you can say, look here, I'm ready. I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to make things happen. Which one are you going to be? The fighter or the magician? The magician reaches out, swallows his pride, swallow her ego, and says, look here, I'm ready. It's time to transform. It's time to change. If that's you, I want to give you this gift. Click that button at the bottom, over here, over there, wherever that button is. And I want you to sign up and register for this call with me and you. And on that call, I want to give you some tools and strategies that's going to blow your mind. If you're ready to be like Carrie, 35 years of smoking, no cigarettes. Yadira going through her experience of the abuse and overcoming it and letting it go, forgiving and letting it go and annihilating resentment. That's what she's done. Kobe connected deeply with his wife now. Natalie, she's not stuck. If she gets stuck, she knows. Let me set something up. Is that you? Are you ready for that? If you're ready, I'm inviting you. This is the gift I'm giving to you. Now it's up to you. What are you going to do with it? Hey, I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up for this amazing, amazing, amazing training. You got the power. I believe in you. You can accomplish anything. You can do anything, and you can be anything you want to be. But first, you got to believe it. I'm here for you. Let's go.